the East Coast, New York, actually probably New Jersey to be exact here, the New York Football Giants. I've been watching the Hard Knocks. I think we're on episode 2 right now, and I saw where Robert Saleh called out the offensive line. He's like, hey, basically, I'm going to paraphrase here and use my own words, and probably what he said that he really wanted to say is that you guys suck. You guys need to figure yourselves out. And then Aaron Rodgers comes out and says that the camaraderie isn't there yet, and we need to improve. And quote, is a work in progress. Aaron Rodgers seems like a very passive aggressive person. He seems like he can be really pissed off, like, oh, you can probably do better. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is like that disappointed dad, right? Like, oh, well, you can do a little bit better if you do this, right? So, obviously, the offensive line for the New York Football Jets is not performing up to Coach Saleh's standards and obviously Aaron Rodgers' standards. They both had different avenues of calling them out, right? So we have to ask the question, would you rather be called out by your head coach or by your quarterback if you are not performing up to standards? So when we say perform up to standards, we mean like be a good offensive lineman, right? Protect Aaron Rodgers. So as a player, I got cursed out by my defensive coach 24/7. You could be doing everything perfect. You can be doing this, but he is going to, oh, your shoelace is not perfectly symmetrical, so you need to go and run 15 gassers. There is a difference between being called out by a coach and by a player. When somebody is called out by a coach, it is because the coach wants to get the best out of you. As I tell my players, is like, my expectations for you are here. Once you meet those expectations, once you get a little close, I move the goalpost and expect you to do this, right? Once you reach those expectations, it is a little bit higher. You can never satisfy a good coach. A good coach always raises the expectations. So me as a player, I'm going to know that. So when I get called out by Aaron Rodgers, by a teammate, by a peer, by somebody that I look up to, I'm like, man, do I really suck? This guy is being very condescending toward me. Do I suck? So would you rather be called out by a head coach or a player? I would rather be called out by a head coach because I know that the head coach wants the best out of me. He expects me to do this, and then when I get to this, he wants me to do this, and he consistently wants me to improve. When a peer calls me out, I have to look in the mirror. I have to look in the mirror and be like, man, what is wrong with my game? So I would rather be called out by a coach just because I know the coach is going to demand better, right? Always demand, always want to pop, right? But a peer legitimately will call it as it is. So when Aaron Rodgers is calling out the offensive line, this probably has kind of set them back a little bit. Like, man, we are a Super Bowl contending team. We are a team that has all the pieces. We are a team that has Aaron freaking Rodgers. We better step our shit up.